Listen.
Hello, I'm Ryan F9, and everything you see fits into two little soft cases. Why? Because when I go moto camping, it's to get to some killer terrain like 3 days that way. If I load my bike to the point where it rides like a pack mule, why bother going to the killer terrain? I've kind of defeated the point. Hello again, I'm Ryan, blah, blah, blah. Everything you see here can be packed small and low. No tippy top cases or tank bags. That lets me ride as aggressively fully loaded as I could with a totally bare bike. And that's why we pack small. But the real proper question to start this video is how? Step 1, screw the tent. Poles don't pack. And protection, it isn't a thing. I mean, tents elude security, but they'll stop a grizzly bear the same way a candy wrapper stops you from eating a candy bar. Switch to the hammock and tarp. You'll never go back. No more hunting for high ground. No more clearing rocks and sticks and bugs and snakes from under you. No ground sheets, no inflatable mats. No more heat stroke on a hot night. Just the breeze, the view, the comfort. You'll sleep better. My hammock gets folded into its own pocket, tiny, and my tarp gets wrapped around one side case to dry as I ride. And that beats cramming a wet tent into a mold nursery. If you're wondering, my hammock is a Thermarest slacker. And I got the bright one because mountain safety! Step 2, over and underspend on the sleeping bag. You want to overspend on the warmth. Mine is a 0-degree bag. That does not mean I'm comfortable at 0 Celsius. It means I probably won't die at 0 Celsius. You can always sleep on top of it, so go warmer than you need. However, I underspend on the size. You can pay $1,000 for a bag that'll pack down marginally smaller, but you know what? I mean, it's still gonna fill pretty much a whole side case. You're better off getting the cheapo model from Canadian Tire and then spending for a more expensive compression sack. That'll ratchet it down small enough. So, sleeping bag, hammock, camp clothes, some of which is baggied to double as my pillow. That gets closed, and then the tarp gets ratcheted around the outside. One is done. These are rock straps, by the way. They combine a typical cinch with a bungee cord. And that is important because waterproof panniers will always trap a little bit of air, especially when there's a sleeping bag inside. So, you strap them down, take off down the road, that air slowly escapes, and a few hours into your ride, your regular straps are dangerously loose. But with rock straps, the elastic picks up that slack for you. Step 3, food-related items. My second pannier holds all the food stuff. This pot is what I cook in, eat from, drink from. It also holds my stove. Small size gas canister, and then the Primus burner. These aren't the lightest, but then again, I'm not backpacking it. They're small, simple, 20 bucks. This one's lasted me 3 years. No spoon, Junior? No spoon. I whittle a new one at each site. It gives you something to do around the fire, makes you feel like Bear Grylls. When I'm done cooking, eating, stirring coffee, well, I'll be done with this. No water filter? This is BC, you dork. Nestle bottles their stuff just downstream. I do carry a pen filter for sketchier water, though. So, cook kit, food, a day pack, and I also keep toiletries in this case. Why? Because television commercials are bullshit. Deodorant doesn't attract pretty women, it attracts bears. Keeping all scented items in one bag makes it easier to hoist everything up the bear pole.
Yeah. It's a gorgeous one, though.
Honestly, his coat's so nice, and he's just a nice size. In case you have no imagination whatsoever, my toiletries look like this. Toilet paper, deodorant, toothbrush, baby wipes, don't knock it, they're mad useful in the bush. Toothpaste, chapstick, hand sanitizer. This is more than you think. It kills germs, it makes a functional bead lube when changing a tire, and it's flammable. On a wet night, that makes the difference between cold camp and kumbaya. And that's our second saddlebag done. Mine are Nelson-Rigg Adventure dry bags. They're not too big, they're not too small, and simple as sin. Just a basic tarpaulin PVC sack with a roll top. It's a bit inelegant, perhaps, but they're easy to stuff And you could strap them to the side of a U-boat and still have dry underwear. 170 bucks for a pair. I lashed this second one with its own cinch straps plus my bear rope. Why pack it when you can use it, eh?
Step 4. What's in the day pack, Sonny?
Well, when I do day rides at a camp, I still need some essentials with me. The backpack's the best option for that. I can chuck it in my panniers, but when I go riding, I can wear it and control its weight through my body and into the pegs. And that doesn't hinder my ability to crush trails at all. I have a water bladder, the most essential of essentials. Also a medikit, a patch kit, pump, tools, tie wraps, and quick steel epoxy. These things are with me every time I ride, as well as my Spot SOS beacon, which never leaves the shoulder. For camping, I also add waterproof matches to the toolkit. It's more reliable than a lighter, a headlamp, and a better multi-tool. Mine is a Leatherman. The bag itself is a Boostr, and as the name suggests, it has an electrifying party trick. Attach the solar panel, and you can charge anything with a USB plug. Straight from the panel too, which is nice because I'm not lugging around a battery in here. This will do my phone in 3 hours of sunlight, which is rather convenient when you're off the grid on some crappy press bike with no power outlet. I do wish the charging pocket was waterproof. And of course, you're not really getting much zap in rainy conditions anyway, but even still, it feels like an oversight. I do like that the bladder is fully removable though. On a cold night, I can heat water, not boiling, but hot, put it in here, and cuddle that in my sleeping bag. Final thing I'll say about the Boostr, it's decently well made for 120 bucks, especially though these huggy waist flaps, they really snug the pack to my back while riding. And that's it for my smallest camping kit. Thanks for—
Wait a minute. What about rain gear?
Riding gear, homie.
Swimsuit?
Birthday suit?
Chair and table?
Ah, I have a good one for that. Secure one end of the tarp to your bike. Kickstand side in so the tension doesn't pull it over in the wind. Now this way my electronics are gonna stay dry, so I won't feel bad about removing the seat. Prop that between 2 rocks, and you've got your chair. Or sit in the saddle, and you can use your pillion rest as a work table, because cooking on the ground sucks. Using what you have 2, 3, 4 different ways, that's the key to your smallest motorcycle camping kit. Ride free.
Doing something you haven't heard before.